Hello, welcome in. Part 6, Dark Souls, Prepare to Die edition, and paperwork is going everywhere. Tax paperwork's all over the desk. Anyways, we are now in the Demon Ruins, and we're going to be working where they lost Izalith today. It's got an I in it at the end and an E. I spelled it wrong when I was creating the name of this episode. But anyways, let's recap what we did last time. Last time we saltily made our way through Catacombs and the Archives. Archives aren't that bad. Catacombs was super frustrating because it's just a lot of running in the dark until you die your way through. But we did it. We probably shouldn't have gotten so frustrated, but we did. It's a struggle I probably literally always have, and it's getting worse as I get older instead of better. Didn't have it when I was younger. But we took down Nito. That was such a struggle. Oh my god. I just made every mistake possible, and it just got progressively worse further and further in. And we took out Seath. Getting to Seath was a nightmare. I don't know why. Just slipping and sliding off edges, trying to roll. And I don't know. This game, I'm pretty sure the rolling goes whatever direction you want. But sometimes it doesn't feel like... Actually, I don't know. Is this game 8-directional? I don't think it rolls exactly with the analog stick. I could be wrong. But I believe that's what this one does. Could be wrong. And then we also took down... just those two, right? I don't think we had that much boss fightage. Now we're going for Ceaseless Discharge, whom is going to have to die legitimately because I screwed up the strategy. So, this is going to be a struggle for a little while because we're going to die a lot because I have no idea how to normally fight this guy. I can't remember if I have ever legitimately fought Ceaseless Discharge. So, that's our goal right now. Mouse cursor. Whoops. Oop, gone. Prepare for trouble. We're gonna try to stay patient. I can't let this frustrate me. Wait, he's all the way back. What? Why? Wait, can we do the strat then? I'm gonna test this out and just close the game if we fail. Hey Black, how are you? He's supposed to jump, but I don't think he is. No, he's not. No, the strat's not gonna work! Okay, let's go. Why is it not working, I wonder? It's so weird. Drink. I did not roll that at all. Oh god. You know, we could just tank him, right? Oh, I dodged it. Nice. Whoa. Whoa. That was interesting. Whoa! Yes! The jump attack! So anyways, that's how you kill Ceaseless Discharge. If, you want to kill him without using that cheesy ledge strat, let's just say that. What just happened? It's workout time? Hell yeah. I just did chest, but I did a short chest workout, but I did it hard. I just went really into it. Felt good. Anyways, do an extra, add an extra rep to every set you do for me, Black. We're gonna call it the J pump. That's what JP stands for. You. Alright, we're definitely I don't know if we would be considered over geared for him. We do have a plus 15 weapon. But, wow. Alright, well today started off real good. I don't deserve this. Especially after all the nasty words I used today when we were playing Vermintide 2, trying to, practice legendary mode. Let me say, 28 frames, the 33 frames per second is what I always look over at my corner of the screen to see when I play that game, and that's just not enough to bounty hunt. I mean, first off, I suck ass at headshotting. I'm not bad, but I'm not good at all. Yeah, we did a lot of Vermintide 2 before this, so I should be, all full of patience now after all that failure. Took us 3 or 4 tries to beat Blood in the Darkness on Legendary. And we tried Old Haunts and just couldn't get past, the ending room again because it's such a pile of garbage. It's like, here's like a bajillion Chaos Warriors and monks. Good luck! You're like, oh. This backdrop is basically Dante's Inferno. This is such a cool looking place. It's a real shame that this map of the game got, or this chunk of the game got severely under budgeted for time. Like, from what I understand, I think this is one of the most rushed areas of the game. Pretty much all the second half of the game is... No, that's a lie. I would say Seath's Archives and New Londo Ruins are pretty fleshed out, in my opinion. Like, they feel like... They're kind of short, but they feel like full areas. And then Lost Izalith and... No, Catacombs actually feels pretty good, too. Sorry, Seath's is the one... The second half of Seath's, the Crystal Caves, feels kind of short. I think they could have done a lot with that. But they chose not to. I don't know. This area definitely feels like underdone. Undercooked. The Catacombs into, like, all the way down to Nito is a pretty unique experience. Also, look what's a normal enemy now. Yeah, this guy. Okay, why are we hitting him for that much? Was that a bleed? Something isn't adding up. Also, I'd like you to notice in the distance, that is like... What we mentioned a long time ago, a bajillion Taurus demons, by the way. Like, what is this? Why are there just like 7 of them? Just chilling. I guess this is their home. Just kind of looks like somebody like copy-pasted a bunch of them right here, and they're just like, yes. Bring it. Remember how we danced around that one at the start of the game because we were trying to get that stuff to happen? I didn't mean to roll there. Yeah. 7 circles of hell. What if I got the Demon Great Axe? Part of me has always wanted to like do a Demon Great Axe or like a Demon Great Hammer build. Because you can get them both very early in the game, but you need a little crap ton of strength to wield them. But if I recall, the Demon Great Axe is the single highest AR weapon in the game. For pure physical. I'll write that. Get on. Yeah, the Katana at 40 dex is definitely strong. I think we might piss off more than one at once here, huh? Yeah, we're definitely going to be doing a lot more stuff later, Black. I'm tempted. I don't know if I have the confidence to do it. Oh. No. To do my practice today on the Discord. So you could hear, like, dying cat noises and stuff. But I need to find a new song to learn. Kind of, like, tired practicing the same two. Ah! I've done it! I've done it! Plus, I don't know how well Discord picks up the guitar. I know if I turn off the sound effects, it's alright. But, yeah. This is not good. They're, like, out of sync with each other, so, like, they cover each other's openings. What? Also, I think I mentioned it yesterday when I did the other stream, but I moved the game to my fast drive from my slow one because I noticed I accidentally moved this game to my D drive. So, yeah, I did mention it because that's what I was talking about. Like, I have, like, Neo 2 and Vermintide and some other very, very big games on my hard drive that I just don't really want to uninstall because I like the option to play them if I ever want to, despite never playing them anymore. I play Vermintide daily, but almost, but I don't play Neo 2. I haven't played it since November. Oh no. Go big! Or go home. Oh boy. Chug. Yeah. Lived by the axe, died by the blade. Now it's kind of pointless to kill these guys because anything we want over here requires the ring that we don't have. I mean, we could loot that, but touching lava is still terrifying. Now, speedrunner strats are really cool before they found, like, that weird, like, death camera glitch in New Londo Ruins or whatever. Is it Old Londo Ruins or New Londo Ruins? Or is it just not that at all? It's, you know, it's Water Londo level. Where you'd run across this ridge of lava, like right over here, and you would just barely make it. Some of this game skips are really cool. So for Bed of Chaos, also, I think we're going to do right first. No, we're going to do left, our left first, and then our right. Because I remember the last time I ever did this game, I did right first, and then left required you to, like, jump a gap to make it. And I think I was just being dumb. So, whatever. We gotta be careful here, because I think we get beat up pretty badly right here. That's a bonfire. Kirk is invaded. Oh my god. No! Damn! Let's make sure Kirk doesn't land on us. Do it again. Do it again, you nasty grub! Gotcha. Alright, because we've been invaded, we can't do anything. We can't even save quit either. That's annoying. Oh, he's almost here, though. My Grubhub order is here, you. Ah! Oh my god, did we just one-shot him? What did we get from him, besides 26,900? Why did he give us so many souls? What the hell? Burst through wall. Sir, your Grubhub order is here, except they ate it. Oh my god, we can level up again. I'm really curious to see what, like, 40 endurance will bring us. But then it's just like, what about Vit, you know? Like, we still kind of like Vit. Also, yeah, I remember this. Wait, did we really fight the Demon Fire Sage before we fight the Centipede? Yeah, until Havel's Ring gives us enough to carry, like, upgrade our armor set to a cooler looking one, I'm not going to bother. Which I think we need 140 capacity for, so we need at least 40 endurance. But I'm also pretty happy about choosing Rofat. Like, it hasn't at all bothered me to be wielding, like, a ring slot for the Rofat. Oh wow, get one hit. Now, if I recall, the Chaos Gem is up there, but we don't need it. Oh my god. Discomfort. Oh, we could have just gone right here. I love this. There's a boss in front of us, and there's a boss to the right of us. This area could have been really cool fleshed out, I think. Also, is that not the demon centipede, like, literally right here? Or a centipede demon? I'm partially certain that's the centipede demon, and then the arena is that bottom area. It is, right? Because isn't that where you no, because there's more islands than that. Maybe that's just a tree branch, but that looks just like the centipede demon. That's gotta be a tree branch. Or footsteps. Oh, yeah, and the Chaos Gem is over there. That's right. Oh! That hit twice. Hi. I rolled right into it, didn't I? Get him! Give me that axe. Yeah. Oh god, what just happened? Hi. Are you friendly? Are you friend? Or do you spit? You spit. Okay. Got it. Understood. No one wants to be friends with a spitter. Seriously. It's rude. I can't believe that roll worked that early. Jesus. Yeah, okay. I thought that was a soul of a hero, but apparently not. I am really curious, though, if I can still remember how to do the dupe glitch. Maybe at the end of this playthrough, we'll look it up and just show it off. Maybe that's not where the Chaos Gem is. Maybe it was up there? I think it might have been. No, I don't remember. I do know that it's in Izalith. Chaos Infusion is pretty cool, because I think it's just like a higher fire physical, or like a scaling fire physical, right? Also, if we go down here, it's unfortunate. We probably shouldn't. Everybody's favorite NPC is down there. Ah! The branches! Oh my god. Well, this is embarrassing. I tried the roll, but I was just still running. Oops. No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it! Oh no. Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't mean to jump there. Hey! Root's Revenge. Roots remain. There's no bonfire here, right? What did he drop? Demon's Callus, that's right. If I recall, not actually good catalyst. But I could be wrong. I often am. Aha! Bonfire. Now, if I recall, this is the centipede fight? We need 30k souls, we can do that. I know I could just pop that on my regular bar, but my brain was just like, oh, just unequip it, whatever. Nice. I can't remember when endurance stopped giving us so much weight capacity. Is it at 40 or 50 that it starts the soft cap? I don't think it's a 30. I feel like I used to always do 30, 30, 30 of everything. What's back here again? Nothing, right? Yeah. Just, yeah, nothing. This whole area is just like Groot. We're like in Groot, like Osmosis Jones style. Oh my god, we could summon? Why can we summon Solaire? We never saved him. Should we summon him and see how fast he dies? Nah. We haven't summoned yet this playthrough. I mean, this isn't a serious playthrough. Osmosis Jones, yeah, what a movie. Alright, let's try to remember Centipede Demon, huh? Can you believe this boss rush? We're already on our third boss. That was the Centipede Demon! Oh my god. Cool camera angles? Yeah. Slappity slap! Alright, I think I remember. This guy has a jumping slam. And he does like, another attack, right? And there's also a glitch with the wall. Damn. No! Camera! What are you doing? Oh my god, what's happening? Oh, it's loose! Oh, we got the ring! This is terrifying. Is he gonna land on me? Kind of. Bro. Super creepy! I don't know his attacks. Oh, he just grew his arm back. Oh, my. What? Camera! Oh my god. Oh, he can stomp. Heal. Ow. Heal. No! No! Lava! Heal! Oh, he shoots a fireball when he does that. Okay. You know, I'm so torn because, like, we're having very obviously terrible boss fights, but we're also beating them on the first try. Like, how does that work, right? So, I mentioned this yesterday. Like, that big shit talked video I have, where, like, I get a lot of, like, some negative, some positive comments on for me fighting, like, ONS, was 3.5 minutes long. I was flipping through attacks, I was being very aggressive with this right-hander. And in this playthrough, we beat him first try after a 5-year-plus gap. And we talked our way through it, but it took us 8. And I'm just like, is there really an ugly boss fight if you win to do it? Or does it not matter because you beat it? And then also, like, who's judging, right? A minute is a lifetime in battle. My character is the ultimate warrior. I don't know, maybe it's Centipede Demon that does it, but, like, I know, like, we're probably past the point of no return for Solaire. Oh my god, I thought I was gonna die. I was gonna laugh. I'll laugh anyways. Alright, now we need the orange shard ring, which, apparently gives our kicks fire damage. And people always complain, oh yeah. Plus, it's the internet. Like, you gotta take people's words with a grain of salt. When people have a barrier between each other, and they're not in person, they say much more, you know, interesting things that they wouldn't dare say in real life to other people. The internet makes us mean and cold. Why are you still here? I've done nothing for you!
Why? Why? After all this searching, I still cannot find it.
Wait, have we not ruined him yet? I must be remembering it wrong.
Why?
Say I won't. Just kidding. He'll have his time. We're coming up on Bed of Chaos. My emotions are running sky high. Why indeed? Why? Why?
Why? Why? Why?
What's your favorite letter, Solaire? Why? Yeah, look at that. Look how little damage we take now. So I think I understand the Centipede Demon a little bit now. I didn't know that, like, I thought when he broke his hand off, it just died. I didn't know his hand would, like, come to greet you. Also, look at this area. This is Lost Izalith. And these are all dragon butts. I think they're called imperfects. Izalith! AF, am I right? This area is mean as heck, by the way. Which is fitting because it looks like heck. In those storybooks our grandparents tell us. Chris! Thank you for the subscription, man!
Just
Lit
subscribed
AF
for 6
AF!
months. Thank you.
How are ya?
AF AF.
How's Path of Exile been for you? I was watching for a bit yesterday, man. That was awesome. So, I don't know if you got a chance to see earlier, but thank you, Black. Pretty decent, yeah, hell yeah. We fought Ceaseless Discharge and managed to beat him this time, but I don't know if it was a justified win. Have you been doing the leak mechanic? I don't think I ever saw you actually perform the leak mechanic, but I could be wrong. Ignore that, like, 1 FPS tail on the right. Also, there's probably a lot of save quitting to, like, get through this area in one shot. At least to the bonfire. No, it's not this one, right? Oh my god. I think it's the second one, right? That has the shortcut, or the bonfire. Yeah, I did it more at the end, finally. Just takes too long to kill while leveling. Dude, I feel you. Yeah, starting off, it just feels better to level up and focus on the leveling to get your shit together to then go and play. I think this might be the wrong tower. Ah! Soul of a Great Hero. Alright, let's reset that guy. Why don't we play in Valheim again? Gotta hurry up and max out in PoE. Just kidding. Okay, so there's 2 of these towers, I know that. The princess is in another tower. And I want to sit at her, if you know what I mean. Oh shit. Oh, it's that one, isn't it? Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Dude. God, you're big! It kind of reminded me of the enemies in Legend of Dragoon that I literally just spaced the name of. The creepy, weird, like, alien things that they had. Virages, there we go. They're just like you just don't understand what you're looking at type of monsters. Woo! That was one greased up piece of wood. Hi-ya! Oh shit. Hi-ya! I know you're alive. What? It's literally moving. Okay. It's the other side of the wall. It's the other wall on the other side. Aha! The best bonfire you're gonna get this side of the boss that I hate the most. Now, I don't think... You know what? We'll kindle this twice. Alright then. We're definitely not going to need 3 bonfire kindles. But we're going to be using the Uchigatana anyways, so we might as well just get rid of this humanity now. Oh my god. Just saying. Is that a man's face on top of like a roast turkey or chicken? Bird of your choice. Also Skullboy. Doot. Jabasted. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just got jabasted. I don't know what else is here, if there's any loot. And frankly, I don't care! Ah! Hot feet, hot feet, hot feet! Alright, so, I believe if you were to run as fast as possible all the way in beeline for Bed of Chaos, it's still 60 seconds. I could be wrong. Because I think no matter what, even if you roll into the sweep attacks, they still hit you because the sweep attack pulls you and then it just like outdoes your iframes. We'll keep everything our first run through so we can just kind of look around. Plus there's an NPC that we need to get rid of. It's a very nice thing for these guys to die in one hit, let me say. Run back to Poneth is still your least favorite by far. Really? Poneth run back does suck. This, in my opinion, like, I would say like this is probably my least favorite run back in the entire game. This, or I guess Manus. Manus? Why is my camera so far over? Oopsies. Manus is a pretty long fight, or run back too, if I recall. It's been a very long time, because I don't always do the DLC when I play through this game. Even though the DLC is the best part. More often than not, like, the most important boss for me in the DLC is Artorias. I don't enjoy the Dark Abyss, because I don't like the catacombs. Or, you know, the, post-catacombs areas. Can't you save Siegmeyer down here somewhere? And he gives you the red slab or something? Yeah, okay, I guess the ones that move but aren't actually colored are just, like, not real. Alright. There's this super creepy thing. You just call it Chaosy? Artorias B.I.G. Artorias is the VIP of Dark Souls 1. These guys have a creepy-ass grab. Ah! They have no defense. Alright, we gotta fight a pyromancer up here, right? Yes. They haven't noticed us yet. That's just some drop-down stuff, right? Yeah. What is it, though? What? I took damage? Yeah, 40 main stat and a plus 15 weapon is just really solid. The Uchigatana kind of felt like lag behind. What are you doing over here to that other statue? Jesus. I still think that... no! That slipperiness, Jesus. Anyways. I still feel like Uchigatana, even with bleed, has like mid-game spots where it kind of sucks because it doesn't quite do enough damage to do, like, to really break through anybody's defense. And you can't bleed them, so he's just kind of... You're whacking them with a metal rod. A strength, or even like a Black Knight playthrough, is just an entirely different game. Mainly because the Black Knight Halberd's hitting like 400s. Pretty consistently at that. I really remember these NPCs having more health. What? Yeah, Kirk, you can't guard against the two-hand R2 of this weapon, just saying. The required jewel I need for this Leaf Sword and POA 77 Chaos, right? That's not that bad. Barb's Trace Sword, ooh. And 77 Chaos isn't that bad, alright, because isn't the League mechanic, like, super good at giving you, currency? What the hell is that sound? Oh yeah, there's another Chaos Eater over there. I think with some red shards or something. I guess like early game Chaos farming can be kind of annoying, right? Do we get Kirk's armor set, by the way? We did not. We did get his sword. We have the stats for it. It bleeds, it's DD. So it's a balanced weapon, or whatever they call it. Quality weapon. Well, you got 3C so far, so you're almost there. I like that point of view. You're a glass will be half full someday type of guy. But damn, yeah, that's rough. What's the jewel do? I'm so far out of the metas of that game that I don't even understand what is and what isn't. Alright, let's get this started. I don't care if we have 48,000 souls. I'm done caring about, like, losing them. Or skeleton mages. Oh, that's the one. That's why you were saying skeleton mages. Best boss in the game right here. Dogs brought the bark, by the way. Sorry in advance. Let's reload the boss. So this boss stays progress as you do it. So if you want to like reset and not have to run back to the arena, you just reload it. And you keep your progress. Ruining your AC. ASMR. Sorry. That's Armored Core, right? The best FromSoft title before these. Alright, trying to gravity dive repeatedly, because I suck at this game. Ah! Crap. That's right there is what I hate. No! Break it! God damn! Whew. Okay, yeah, doing left first is a lot easier. The root of all evil. So here's the hard part. You have to run forward. And you have to fall through a pit onto a vine while not getting swiped off the side or landing in the wrong spot. And on top of that, you have to make it all the way in without the firestorm killing you. Let's top off that bit of HP. There's no absolute way. There's absolutely no way we're going to burn to all this. I don't remember where the drop-off is. I think it's dead center, maybe slightly to the left. We'll find out. Yeah, don't stand on those. What? Oh, because of the healing. Nice. YOLO! No! It's to the right. Yeah. That leap of faith you have to make because you can't see down, but you also have no chance of looking down to even see where you're going. He swipes right. Yeah. Alright, all the way back. I think it is to the right. I think we need to stand outside the swipes and bait them and run in. But I don't trust the consistency of the hitbox of his hand. Like, maybe like the tips of the branches don't hit you. I don't know. Doesn't hit as hard either, as I thought. But this is New Game Plus 0. We're on like New Game 1, what is it, like 48% more damage and stuff like that? And health, and like 30 to 50%. It's some number in between all those. Ah! DS fix, please. Alright, well, we know what we're doing. We just have to probably wait for him to do the flame blade attack, roll through it, and then fall down and pray. We shouldn't fail this fall more than a couple of times before we get it right. Maybe. Maybe. God damn, it is such a long run back. All for, like, dying in one hit to gravity. It's kind of like when you get the Throne Watcher and Defender and, like, you roll off the cliff trying to get to them, you're just like, oh, shit. I think it's that, like, that little, like, second flip. Oh my god. Like, right here? Yes. And then you have to pray that you don't get hit again. We did it. 2 tries! That's a record for me. We're moving on to the DLC. Also, rip souls. Okay. Yeah, it was like right here. Yeah. So if you fall down, like that little step off, I guess, that little brick sticking out. Okay. A minute is a lifetime of travel. A minute is a long time to think about how frustrating it is to die to a boss in that manner. It's terrible. But we're having really good luck today. It's not doing a good job at, like, keeping my ego in check. Alright, so now... let's go back to Firelink. No. Oh, I guess we do have to go back to Firelink, yes. Let's open up the kiln, or the last area. And then we have to remember how to do the DLC. I think I know. Also, we could probably pop this a level again. Probably even this one. Yeah. Great Hero is like 20k, I think. There we are. 30 Vitality, 30 Endurance, 40 Dex. We're basically done. But we could go 40, 40, 40, and we'd have like my dream melee build for life. Or
Very well.
not on me, daddy. Another good place to like leave your characters if you don't want to go to new game and you don't want your story to end. I really like how it renders your armor in the cutscene. This is such a scuffed playthrough. I still don't understand why Ceaseless isn't doing the jump. Like, normally, if you run to the door and he's nowhere near you, he always jumps. Let's look into this real quick. Like, look how cool this is. First off, this is neat. Also, it's Gwyn's soldiers. I'm like 99% sure this is what they were trying to portray in Salt and Sanctuary. When you're on your way to the final area. I don't know if you remember that, Black. Chris, I know you do. But, like... I'm pretty sure this is the area. I suddenly forgot the name. It even has, like, spooky music. The music of the final area in Salt and Sanctuary is amazing. Kiln of the First Flame. And as you see off in the distance, those are Black Knights. I know, they look silver. But those are Black Knights that respawn. So you can start the farm. I also get the Black Knight's armor set, like, pretty far into this area. This is another run back that truly sucks major ass. Because you have to go pretty far to get to, Gwyn. Black Chrome. Ooh. Dark Metal. Hey, you! Hey! Swoosh. Oh, now the ghosts act like ghosts. That irked me so much the other day when, like, the ghosts could body block you and hit you, but you swung right through them. It's just like... Come on. So... I think we have to go to where we killed the Hydra. Which I guess is going to be best to get to from... I guess Firelink back over? I don't think Undead Parish would be the best way. No. Be Firelink. I don't know for sure, but... Look at this guy.
Me?
What are you gonna do about it, huh? Oh yeah, in Dark Souls 1, it's totally okay at the end of the game, right before you beat the game, to kill NPCs, if I recall. Because they respawn in the next playthrough. I think in Dark Souls 2, you still accumulate sin. Alright, let's see if Arrogance kills us here. Oh! First try. So easy. I can't believe we're technically at the end of the base game already. That's nuts. We're going to run our 6th sitting of the game. But still. Oh damn, I didn't think you'd get me. Yeah. I did it! Remember, these guys will get you. They get got when they mess with me. Yeah, that'd be funny. Arrogance will get you killed in this game. I'd say Neo kills arrogant people far more, though, because no matter where you are in the game, you'll get knocked out. Oh! I always forget they could jump that high. No! You parry thief! Jesus. I gotta say, like, attempting parries has been fun. Will you melee me from here? Nope. Coward, bringing a ranged weapon to a melee fight. I'd never do that. So, I'm hoping that I'm right, but I think I have to go kill the gold golem here. I'm hoping that I don't have to go to that one in Seath's first. But I might have to. We'll see. Nope. Can't touch this. You like how I just managed to not get hit at all there? That was like pure anxiety and luck. Literally nothing else. I was just rolling. I was just like, don't get hit, don't get hit, don't get hit, don't get hit. And it just worked. Alright, so we're going back to Havel's hovel. But he is dead. Back to the basin of the dark root. So I think that this is where you get the thing, and I think you have to talk to a lady. And if I'm wrong... well, we'll figure it out, right? I can't wait for Sanctuary Guardian to, like, wreck my shit, because I'm terrible against fast bosses in this game. And I think Sanctuary Guardian has a 4-hit attack. I can see the edge of the water. I don't see a golem over there yet. Oh, there it is. Yo. Yo. No! Sit. It was actually a lady!
So, it is thou who rescued me.
Yes.
Most gracious, I am deeply obliged.
I think you get the dust crown from
I am
her.
dust of Ulysses. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Ulysses, is the home of
Gotcha.
ancient sorceries.
Stabbed right
My
through.
hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee.
Yeah, let's screw up the timelines by giving people in the future some of my magic and knowledge. Yes.
My heartfelt thanks. I am pleased beyond.
This is why we're stabbing her.
Then I shout, engrave my signature. If thou art in need,
What could go wrong?
pray summon me from my signature. It seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
So I think that makes the golem in Seath drop an amulet, which then when we come back here will let us go to the DLC. Unless you don't need anything from Seath and I'm crazy. I thought that the Seath golem had something to do with this. I could have done this a long time ago now that I think about it. Yeah, because there's nothing here. Okay, it is Duke's, right? For like the jewelry or something. Yeah, near the elevator is the crystal golem there. Okay, yeah, because I killed it before, but it didn't drop anything. I think because of the fact that I didn't kill the golden golem, I talked to her first. And I think that's her summoning sign over here, right? Yeah. You can use her like a shot. You just have to, you know, kill the wild golem population first. Why did I roll backwards? Oh my god. Yeah. I'll kick you!
I am Dusk.
I know who you are, we just talked! Learn gesture. Proper bow. Thank you. Yeah, you can buy hidden body, cast light, repair, chameleon, hidden weapon. You can also buy the Ulysses Ivory Catalyst. Cast light, super handy. This game definitely benefits from you putting some like magic in and stuff. It's kind of neat. Whatever.
If thou art in.
No! Quiet. Do you have to kill her for her crown? I don't remember now. I just know that for a mage, her crown is amazing. I don't think so. It's like, what, 20% more damage or something like that? Or is it more? Oh. I think running there from, oh shit. Honestly, I'd rather go there from Anorlando. It's just easier. Don't have to, like, run past any enemies at all. I cut myself off on what I was saying earlier, too. Oops. Also, I definitely feel like I should have picked up, like, at least 1 or 2 more Firekeeper souls, but I did not try very hard to look for them. Nick! How are you? Did you pass that test? You probably thought I forgot. Psych. Okay, can we roll through this guy's legs? Yes. Hey, hey, I'm toying with you! Thank you. Get toyed on. You have like a test in a week? Yeah, you didn't do bad last one. I'm happy for you. You didn't pound like multiple energy drinks, you? That's a big boy. Yeah. He wears big pants. Toy, like a toiga. We fit perfectly in between his legs like it was almost meant to be. Oh yeah, little interesting tidbit we found out yesterday. If you don't kill the two porkers right here, you can't access the bonfire straight up, like no matter what. They just literally lock the bonfire out. I don't think it's with a problem with the bonfire having enemies too close to it. I think that they're literally a requirement to use it. Hog blocked. Gone hog wild! This place sucks. These enemies are so strong. And we still haven't gone for +5 on the Fury Sword because we're not going to use it anymore. I mean, I think we got enough usage out of it. Other than this area, because these enemies are pretty tanky. I think they're strong enough is and weak to fire. You know, two things this weapon does both of, I guess. Look at him dancing in the background. Jump at me. Okay. Oh! Yeah, get on. He's gonna jump. God, those R2s are scary strong. They're just not freaky fast, you know? Hi. Come at me. Look at him, like, getting scared when I hit the wall. Oh. He's not doing it anymore. Wait, what is the archer doing? Yes? Yes? Oh, you. I have 20 Estus flash charges. What are you gonna do about it? Oh, I didn't even see you. Ah! Oh, I dodged too late. I dodged too early and it still worked somehow. Broken and there we are. Now we leave. Big flinch. The sound you make when getting hit in this game is just super weird. I still don't believe like your character does not enjoy it. Yeah, let's go back here. Oh! Oh, man. Oh, hi, Ellie. We have a visitor. Hey. Ellie Black says hi. Ellie! Hey, Ellie, do you hear Andre hitting the hammer, girl? She just gets like so absorbed in back scratches. She doesn't know what to do. Oh shoot, now the camera's too high. There we go. that supposed to be like a torch? Hi.
I know what you're thinking, but I'm no good with those. It won't be easy, but I'm afraid you.
I can't remember who that ember goes to. Do we have anything we can, like, mess with? Excuse me, sorry. Kindle wallfire? Yes or no? Yes! So imagine this right-handed now. It gets up to plus 15, so it's 15 times 13. Which is what? 195 extra damage? So 295. I guess that gets what? 325 base damage, and then it gets whatever scaling it gets. Which is at least like B or C scaling strength and D dex. It's a pretty strong weapon. It's definitely like my favorite, just because the pancake on this right-hander is just amazing. Can't do that. Oh, it takes 4 Demon Titanite. Yikes. We really should upgrade our Grass Crest because we use it so much. And I suggested that before. Like, if you always plan on just wielding the Grass Crest shield for, like, your general needs of extra stamina regen buff and parrying, why not upgrade the stability? You can go from 51 to, like, what, 66? Oh, we apparently don't have a large Titanite shard. Whoops. Alrighty. And no, you can't buy any from Andre, so. Rip.
Don't get yourself killed.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, what's it have now? Yeah, 56 so far. Well, I wonder what Havel's shield has. Like 80 something, like 88 or some crazy ass number at max. Unless you can upgrade it. I don't remember. Yeah, if we could kindle the wall bonfire, I'd like that. Sitting it would be nice too. Ooh, blooming purple moss clump. We've definitely not done a good job at this playthrough being like what? Oh my god. Yo. This playthrough being filled. Like, we've skipped a lot of stuff. But this is definitely not a, like, collect and do all the things playthrough. Roll for transportation only. You might as well hit this bonfire in case we fall and die. Should never rule out gravity death. Gravity claims even the most confident players. Roll only playthrough. Can you imagine? I just think, like, people beat this game without rolling. I went the wrong way. Like, people beat the game without rolling and all kinds of stuff. Like, what's wrong with them? I mean, nothing, but... Wait, was that the wrong way? No, that was the right way. No. Oh my god. Oh, we passed it. It's way back here. Wow, I'm an idiot. I'm just not paying attention. Yeah! It's a shame, too, we never got a Boulder side sword, but it happens. As nice as it would have been to have, it was not worth spending a bunch of time to grind. And I didn't want to grind off stream. I have a real hard time, like, wanting to do any offline stuff on the games I stream because it just, if I feel like it kind of kills the journey. This honestly was probably not faster than the other method of transportation, I know, or route. But it's cooler looking. Scenic route, yeah. I bet we could survive that fall. Yeah, never mind. It was not as far down as it looked. And we're at a crossroads now because we have 30 dex and vit and endurance. So when we start leveling up, we get to decide, like, do we want a tiny bit more health, or do we want a tiny bit more stamina and weight capacity? Because I think the only way we're getting any other, like, gear on is if we go to 40. That should give us just enough to really open up some armor sets. We'll change our ring out in a minute. I think the defense you get from the defensive ring that I'm using is only like a maybe 10% more damage reduction, if even. Like armor to armor, damage reduction isn't huge. But between the lowest low and the highest high, that's where it's big. Oh, is this it? Yeah, it's Crown of Dusk. This is like the most, like, ooh armor piece you can wear. Look at this. Tell me I don't look cute. Honestly. Tell me without closing your eyes. Look. Dad. This is the real me. The chosen undead. Oh my god, this is... Wait, why does it look like armor now? You me right now. Got my wings! Alright, time to get absolutely destroyed by the Sanctuary Guardian. Oh my god. That's great. Alright, how much weight capacity do we have now? We have 126. Which means that we can do 31 safely. Oh yeah, just kidding. Can we look like a boulder knight yet? Well, we don't have the other boulder stuff, do we? Okay. Does that look cooler than what we were before? I don't know. Leveling up on my armor set could make a small difference in damage reduction too, but I'm not bothering. So metal, right? How heavy is this? Oh, it's very heavy. This is a very weird looking armor set. Let me guess, the helmet is heavier? Yeah. You wouldn't be able to wield it with these on. There! Quit it. Breaks up the figure nicely. What's this armor even special in? I don't even know. Do we have poise with this on? We do. We have 34 poise. Also, we have an attunement slot. We could potentially attune a magic spell if we have the stats for it, which we don't. We have the stats for Great Chaos Fireball. Hey, Paul. Welcome in. We, took down Ceaseless, Fire Sage, and Bird of Chaos recently. And I was blindfolded, and I was using my feet for the controller, not my hands, believe it or not. It's been we've been doing really well. None of that was a lie, I promise. Actually, okay, never mind. Well, only one of those things was true. With a Guitar Hero controller. Yeah. It's like a procession of cars going by. What the hell? Did they close the roads down? Weird. Sorry. I get glued to my camera sometimes. I'm just like, man, there's a lot going on outside. It's better to, like, observe outside from a distance and not actually do it, right? I'm kidding. I was outside for a chunk of time this morning and a lot of time this week, okay? I touched grass. The new Waze algorithm, yeah, get them off my street. It's like it's a half-mile straightaway with no speed bumps, so you can only imagine how some people treat that road. Which reminds me, I saw a deputy truck go by earlier. Or sheriff, I don't know, one of the two. Whatever's the one that gets like the fancier like painting on the side of the vehicle. I don't know, does this fashion look good or should we switch it to something else? We at least should die looking cool. I like Silver Knight, but it's just so damn heavy. And it makes us fat. Actually, this doesn't look too bad, right? This actually looks pretty cool. The Elite Knight leggings, or the not Elite, I don't even have Elite Knight. The Knight leggings with the Silver Knight armor. Is Silver Knight heavier? It is. But we can actually fit that. But we can't fit that. Just barely. So we'll put a couple more points in this endurance. How about we do 35-35? Do 35 endurance and 35 bit. Because if we do 35 endurance, I think we can put on the entire Silver Knight set, which would look a lot cooler. Okay, anyways, let's go get our ass handed to us by Sanctuary Guardian. While we learn how to fight it. I remember this, like, absolutely being a nightmare on my Black Knight playthrough because I just could not outroll it. Four. Ah! I thought it was the other one. Do that attack again. Oh. No! Ow. Oh, he can do that again. I remember that attack. Ah! I don't remember that attack. Hey! No! No! Get him! Or not. Oh no! Oh no. No! We almost had it. We should have just dodged. This DLC is definitely about, like, aggressive bosses, greed death, yeah. All three of the bosses in this DLC are very aggressive. Like, healing to them is just like, alright, I'm gonna jump in and hit you. I'm not sure, but I feel like they have the same AI that, like, Fume Knight has. Where the second they see you heal, their AI is, like, going for the kill. Oh, that attack. What? Blame roll! Not rollings. so useless sometimes! Oh, that only does one hit? Okay. Oh, but it charged up the ground, huh? Do the 4! Oh. Get the sail! Nice. Oh god, I'm gonna get it. That attack right there is so fast. What? Okay. Four. I rolled! Damn it. Oh, I did roll. We're learning what iframes and doesn't. Oh! Yeah! Easy. Okay, that actually wasn't that bad. We just have to roll more. Yeah, that boss is hyper aggressive. I think what you want to punish is probably like you want to bait that 4 hit, and sometimes it doesn't always do it. I think it's maybe if you're just barely too out of range, and you want to maybe bait like the jump and pounce. You can break the tail off to get a whip. Can we level? Oh my god, we can. We still get 1.8 equipment load with this setup. Let's keep doing that. Hi.
Well,
I've seen your stamp everywhere.
Far away, but not far.
Yes.
Thank you.
Can I buy your mushrooms? Ooh, gold pine resin. I've never been a fan of using resins. But we'll buy one. I don't know. I don't like limited consumables. Limited duration, limited count consumables in games. Like, if it's not consistent, I don't care to use it. Streams of resin, yeah. Like, Neo does it better, because, in my opinion, because all the consumables that you pretty much... A lot of the consumables you can buff with and use, you just get at the bonfire, like, to restock, because they're just magic attacks and stuff. Same thing with Salt and Sanctuary, right? Like, all the different, like, some of the different buffs you can get just come from the different creeds. And when you progress to the bonfire, you get them back. Which makes them, you know, more consistent to use against bosses. If you're only looking for one win, maybe it can help you get a win, but I think they lower your ability to gain mastery on the game, because it's like so much stronger. But there's so many ways to make this game more challenging, right? Have a brain like mine, you'll die a lot. Shrooms and resin. Yeah, that's the starting of that other game we played, Arborea. What? Wow. Talk about a power creep. Royal Wood. This bridge is where Syria gets you the ocarina. Oh my god. Long wait! Don't go! I guess you're leaving to save the world, huh? Yes, I am. Well, I would like you to take this ocarina first. Okay. I still have, like, the custom PC version of Ocarina of Time. I haven't loaded it up yet to see how it works. I don't know if I'm ready for that level of, like, a nostalgia trip. That's a lot. Like, it's a lot to take in. Also, I want nothing to do with the big night boys here. Just saying. I know what that is. That's Artorias' arena right there. Yeah, you can see the corruption at the top. And I don't remember how to get to it. Aren't there like there are 4 pieces like a different stone armor set in this area? I recall this area being huge. Huge. Yeah, look, there's one of those knights right there. They have an axe that when they hit the ground, it explodes a few seconds later. In fact, I have the bear's treats. I do not, but I can go get some. Guardian set, that's right. Here, let me go reload on the streets real quick. I'll be back. Oh, hi, bear. So you probably heard me pouring those, right? They're like, excuse me. Yellow. Silver. Silver. Oh boy. You get one for existing, because we haven't trained her yet. Alright, one more. Do chin this time, because she knows that. Ellie, or bear, chin. Oh boy. Chin. No, chin. Oh boy. Ellie. Chin. Ellie. No, up, Ellie, up, up. Chin. I don't know if she knows chin. She used to. Free paw shake. Yeah, see? Chin. Ellie. Chin. No, chin. She doesn't know what to do, so she just laid down instead. Ellie, give me your chin. What is this? Ellie, chin. Chin. Ellie. Put your head against my hand. Okay, well she did it. I can't do it. I'm not strong enough. Alright guys, no more. Go. You don't want to get run over. Yeah, I don't want to run them over the casters. My smaller chair tore my toe open, so I can only imagine what the other chair will do. Sorry for like the random crotch shot. Okay. There. The dogs had their moment in the limelight. Spotlight. Bright light. Night light. Light light. Oh. Am I stuck? Why the Commander Paw Shake is sober? Is it? What the heck? Stream cameo. That's a good question. I don't know why. Yeah, these Guardian Knights are nuts. Oh, it should be silver. Sorry. It took me a second. But yeah, it's silver because all the bear's commands are in different colors. So like red, yellow, purple, silver, blue. Oh look, I've never seen that before. Man. Just kidding. They did the exact same thing with the mid-air in the third game in the series. Isn't that where you fight him, like, literally right down there? I can't remember. Oh! No! Oh, we beat him. Nice. 2 twinkles and a chunk. Twinkle, twinkle. You're rattling up the other bears like, oh shit, Pa, come here, leave science, jump speak, what the hell? I mean, Rainbow should make him do everything at once, but I have yet to harness that power. I don't know if Bear's ready for it. There's like a thundering in the distance. I'm sorry, did I really just piss off both of you at once? I'm so happy I one-shot these guys with this, because otherwise that would really suck. Now, I can't remember, does Artorias block the town of Izalith from being, like, lootable? Also, look at this guy go. You know, I feel like it's a missed opportunity that you can't wield their shears like the weapon in, is that fake? No. Salt Sanctuary. He comes riding in on a unicycle, juggling cleavers and spinning a dish on his nose. I won't give treats to drunk doggos. Drunk doggos deserve nothing. Wait, is this a dead end? Oh no. Oh no, is this a dead end? No. No, 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 no. Go. Hurry! Hurry! Oh my god. Are they gonna fall on me? Oh. We're already at Artorias. The best boss fight in Dark Souls 1. Hi.
Let me guess. Snatched by a shadowy limb.
That's a mask, right?
Walked off to the past.
Yes!
Yes, of course. Exactly what happened to me. We are both strangers in this strange land.
Hi, stranger.
But at least now there are two of us. Did you happen across Knight Artorias? The legendary abyss walker from the old tales? Well, if you haven't, it's just as well. He's a colorless sort, if you ask me.
Oh, green blossoms. I remember these being really nice for extra stamina regen back in the day. Again, I don't like consumables. You can buy humanity for 10,000! Jesus Christ, dude. Your prices suck!
So long.
I feel like I should kill that guy for how expensive he is. Alright, so when we hit this... Let's double check, but I think this is the best shortcut you're going to get to Artorias from the bonfire. Because I think if you look out this way, off in the distance that way, I think is the bonfire from Sanctuary Guardian. The merchant is too damn high. I kind of want to kill him, but I don't know what'll happen if I do. Alright, let's go get our ass handed to us by Artorias. I don't remember all his moveset. I just remember the triple jump. You always wait for the third slam, and if he doesn't do 3, then you just don't abuse it. Is this a fucking airport? Is it? Is it now? Basically Guts with the armor on. Always bait 3 of these. He can do... Nope. Didn't dodge it right. He could do the stabby stab. Alright, let's use this opening to heal instead. He's gonna run away and heal and buff. Oh, we can actually break it. Nice! Okay. Heal! Aw. Oh! Heal. Oh, I thought he was buffing! Yikes. Do we want to risk healing? Yeah, let's heal. Oh, we got it off. Nice. He's gonna buff. First try! Nice. Pocket sand. Feather duster. One shot on the BIG himself. Like I said, I'm pretty comfortable with the humanoid bosses in Dark Souls games. Just, it's the beds of chaos that I'm not good at fighting beds. I'm not good at fighting Thornwatcher and Defender. What else kills me a lot? The ice boss, the alien ice boss kills me a lot. In Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 3, I died with the Demon Princes wrecked the shit out of me repeatedly. Twin Princes aren't so bad. I actually like that fight despite the run back. That's one of the that's like probably the longest run back of any Dark Souls 3 boss actually. I have the power of edginess and anime at my side. I won't be defeated. Am I silver armored nice Nazgul weeb? I guess I kinda am, huh? Well, at least I know I'm still pretty comfortable with that Artorias. Oh, that was awesome. Can we switch yet? No, I think... No, because we need 132 for that. We could switch to the Gauntlets of the Champ... you... Oh, only Jack can defeat me. Only you can defeat me. So I think under 32... Yeah, let's look for under 32. These Night Gauntlets look terrible. Alright, how close are we? We gotta be so close to this though, right? I didn't pay attention earlier. Yeah. So we do it. I like how for a split second we like rolled. Do you defeat me or do you complete me? That sounds like a Tinder profile thing. I like that. Oh, what? Okay, never mind. Okay, actually, Baldur Knight Gauntlets actually kind of work perfectly with this, don't they? Like, I feel like strangely, they look good with this. They blend right in. Oh, by the way, that ends, like, as the knowledge that I have of this entire part of the game. So... this is one of the last bonfires, I think. The second to last? Or no, maybe it is the last bonfire before Manus. Let's beef this bonfire up. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I remember like trying to kill Artorias with like a +10 weapon before, and it was hard. I can't remember which build I had. Beating him SL1, I just used Pyromancy. Jagged Ghostblade was alright, but... Pyromancy does a lot on him. Yeah. This is a long area. A lot of dying, a lot of gravity, a lot of ranged enemies, a lot of ganks. In my opinion, I think it's a good idea to do that. Let's put away some stuff real quick. I'm gonna keep the Bandit Knife out. I'm still thinking if we want to switch to Bandit Knife... You know, never mind, I don't actually. Yes, we made a decision that quickly. I was going to use it against Gwyn. But whatever. We're not going to retire Quail Eggs, but we're not using it anymore. We actually still have a usage for it. Pee pee poo poo. Ew. Did you accidentally make that? Did you make peepees, Nick? Wait until your father comes home and finds out. We never need Covenant of Artorias again. Or Shardring, probably not, but whatever. Okay, anyways. Look at the size of that bonfire, though. You're impressed, I know. Also, I think if we pop this all over right here, we can level? 20k, right? By 500 souls. We're very close now. I think the next thing we want to switch off is the Nazgul helmet. And we're not doing this for defense at all. I don't care about defense. We're just doing this for looks. So I guess 33, almost? In one level, it'll be 33. Will be our cap. Which means that we can put on the Hollow Soldier helmet. Yeah, it's going to be... We would need 40 easily to be able to do the Silver Knight helmet. So we probably will never be able to do that. So, unless we want to use Mask of the Father, which I don't like at all. I think... Ooh, I think we're set. I remember you! Yeah, because isn't this the shortcut to Manus, like, right there? Like, that's the best you're gonna get. Or maybe there's one more bonfire. Also, these guys hurt. I remember. But I bet you I can one-shot them with the R2. Oh my god, I have enough poise to take that. You never managed to deal with this place, so it's all new to you? Really? Hell yeah. Oh god, we got to show this off. I feel like we're very tanky. It's kind of weird. It feels... Oh my god, DS. Don't slide off the roof. Don't slide off the roof. Yeah, I don't do this area on every playthrough. Like I said, I played a lot of this game a long time ago. I remember sorcerers. I remember somewhere in one of these houses is an amulet you can abuse to fight Manus. Don't fall down the hole. Yeah, I remember the sorcerer being down there in a little round area that shoots you. There's hidden walls, there might be a mimic. Pursuers is from Manus, but I think Dark Bead comes from here. It's like, yeah, the freaking mages. They do a lot of damage. Oh, they died in one hit. Okay. Dark Bead. Yeah, one of my characters is on New Game Plus. He's wearing the Sealer set, and it's a mage. And I remember fighting Ornstein and Smo with Power Within, Dark Bead, and Pursuers on, and just doing, like, well over 1,000 damage a hit. It was over in moments. I didn't even have to try. Because you can stagger them with it, it's so strong. Bosses! You can stagger bosses with it! Magic in this game is kind of stupid. Sneaky, sneaky. Let's see if this fails or helps. Did he hit me from up there? Wow, touche. I don't remember if there's a hidden wall, but we're gonna find out. Not like this, I mean, but... Why is there a crystal lizard there? Oh, it must be here, right? Have to be light. Wait, do you have to shine light on it? I'm gonna follow the guide. Or the thingy. Oh my god. That's not a mimic, right? No. Is this the amulet? Yeah, the silver pendant. So you can use this to help out with Manus. So when you pop that, you can actually shoot any of his dark magic back and protect yourself. That's how I did it the first time I ever fought him, because I didn't know that was like only an optional way to fight him. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Ow, 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 ow. I like how I just like, I was like, I could hit her in time, and then the hesitation hit me. It costed literally everything. Except, you know, I'm still alive and well. Oh. Oh my god. Damn you! Gotta learn their timing. We'll get there. That's why I got a bunch of healing, because, you know, you want to be able to... Oh my god, they robbed the place. You want to be able to play around a bit, right? And relearn things. Dark Orb! Yes! So, you know, you want to kind of have a chance at surviving long enough to learn. And then your next couple of attempts to an area, you use far less Estus, because you know what you're doing. Is this where we came from? Weird. It's so loud when we walk. My first ever successful and useful jump. I think lining up the walls will be a thing in this area. Yeah, I think so too. There might be another one back there that I missed. Honestly. Oh, I put it away. Whatever. I'll have to go down there again eventually, because I think there is one more attack. Yeah, I think you could, like, rush the new game cycles, if you wanted to for some reason, to get multiple stacks of Dark Bead. Marvelous Chester! Bleed! Bleed! Oh my god, he kicks. Oh my god, he kicks. I have never been invaded by that guy before. What the hell? I mean, I never stay human normally. V Vengeance doing Capriora. Right? That was unexpected of him. Hey. Oh my god, it was a mimic. Also, why are we one-handing it? You. Give me some Lapras, would you? Very good. Hell yeah. We might actually have another level up saved.
Very good.
I love how that's the way you can talk to people in this game in, like, multiplayer.
Very good.
You love these Stones of DS2. They're so good. I really hope that Elden Ring has one that says get good. Or like, level Dex. I wasn't born yesterday. Alright, now we gotta dodge the sorcerer. Why are you laughing? You didn't even hit me. Very good. Yeah, that's down there is a shit show. Because there's like a crap ton of enemies and 2 sorceresses. Optometrists must hate these guys. God. There's a mimic in here somewhere, I know. It's like in the top level. Because yeah, it's over there by that guy. I remember that because that was the mimic, the last mimic I needed for the simple on one of my playthroughs. Rubbish. I am absolutely ready to be ganked. Mentally, not physically. Remember a bunch of people doing this sort of Fight Club, the Molten Bridge, and the Old Iron King, and every duel ended with an overlapping very good. Yeah, that's such a popular place to fight. I only ever did PvP in 3, and I just did it at Pontiff a lot. Yeah, look at that. I wonder, can I kill him with the 2-hand R2 in one hit? There's also a mage somewhere in here, too. Yeah, see her? Oh, hi. Ah! Right, we've got their attention. Let's not spam a very good at them. Okay, we can one-hit them with a 2-hand or 1-hand R2. Nice. Let's just hop off. Like I said, we brought a lot of heals so we could just test the waters. Oh, that's a jump and a half. Okay. Ah! I thought I could outrun it! I had a feeling that, like, walking on and without rolling was gonna miss. But it worked. There's a door stairway there. I think this is just like a walkway, right? I do not trust this area with the S-Fix. We're gonna go for it anyways. Maybe I'm crazy and slip and sliding is normal. I don't want to be caught with my pants down, so we're trying to take it a little slowly. Ah! Freaking gravity. The invisible enemy. Damn, we heal like nothing with Estus. With the +2 flask. It's almost like we have too much HP. Do we have to jump that? Or is this another, like, light spot? That's cool. Mimic? No. What is this? Red chunk? Oh, whatever. When you know what you want in a playthrough, stuff like that, it's just kind of like a... You don't care about it. That's a mimic, I know that for sure. Let's make sure we're clear in this room, though. That's just another way down. We have to cross that bridge, I think, to get to our next bonfire. Use the mirror on the mimic. Oh, I do have one, you're right. Lloyd's talisman. Wait, do I? I picked some up, right? No, I ran out. Shoot. Okay. Well, rip. Get on. Crest key. I do not know what that's for. Crest key. Does it open up a shortcut? Also, what's this ladder lead to? Do we dare to find? Oh. Ah, it's an item. Oh! Ho, 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 ho. Cool front flip! Oh, dark fog. Use it to squeeze the last bit of toothpaste out. That's why I work out. Literally, the sole reason is to not waste toothpaste. I guess rock climbing would be a more effective way of improving your grip to that measure, though. I'm looking forward to eventually doing rock climbing. Seems fun. climbing in general was really, really fun. Aha. Yeah. Play dead. Alright, let's go restock at the bonfire, because we can easily run this shortcut down. I'm trying to think if there's another bonfire before Manos. From rock and stone to rock and... Huh. I'm just turning into, a scout, right? I cannot remember the inventory to save my life. Could we level again, I wonder? I guess we could if we popped Artorias' soul. Or the Guardian soul. Because that's 10. That's 20. Yeah, we could level again. Yes. Molly! Let's pop one of these and see if we can level twice. No, we're gonna have to definitely pop two. Now we're going Vitality because there's no point doing anything else. We need 5,000 more. Cancel. Use the bug, Luke. Obi Glitch Kenobi. I just picture him with like a really cool like glitch animation happening. Oh, damn it. I'm hitting them buttons too fast. So we get 56 more health, huh? It's not much health at all. His death was a glitch. The Matrix, the Star Wars is actually just one big Matrix. And that health bar just keeps getting longer and longer. Run. Run. Run! And jump, I guess? Will they follow me? Just in case we die. And by just in case we die, I mean when we die, because I remember this area quite well. That's 2 sorceresses down there. And there's all kinds of people waiting to mess with us. But we have poise, I guess. Large Titanite shards! Darth Vader hit me, teleported me all the way back to Alderaan. Turns out it was all just a dream. Oh, so you're finally awake. Ah! Dark magic is terrifyingly strong. Oh god, that thing. Green Titanite shard, okay. There's no loot on this bridge. Star Woke. Star Wars New Generation. We're gonna like move into like Star Trek territory names. I remember these things being like super weird. Yeah, really weird. Like, what the hell is it? Leather gauntlets? Okay. Things are getting more and more corrupty, too. All these branches. You were trying to cross the border, right? When the Tusken Raiders ambushed us? Silent Hill, kind of weird. Them's were the days. All the horror games on the older systems. That was the ship that Chewbacca flew in. JP on the USS Enterprise. How did you know? Chewbacca was just a pet dog of the series. Ah! I'm sorry! Apparently the game did not like my joke. Oh my god, there's another bonfire? This must be the one before Manus, then. I'm still glowing over how well that Artorias fight went. Like, yeah, we had to heal. Yeah, we got hit. But, come on, first try. I'm stoked. Granted, we're building our character just for, like, surviving. Although I haven't leveled up the armor and I'm not like, fat rolling or tanking or shielding much. Bear is a Wookiee. Bear is my little old Wookiee doggo. Does this work here? I don't think it does. Alright, so we're on our way to Manus. No! Lame. And I don't think this is working. Look how many of those guys there are over there. Large detonation! Is this the Minecraft Cave Update HD? Hello, Steve here. And today we're going to show you my Dark Souls cave. This thing took me so long to make that my wife left me. I saw you. Nice. It does kind of light the area up a little bit. Nice. Dark bead! Yo. That's the one. That's the shotgun blast. So it shoots out 5 dark orbs in like a shotgun fan like this. Kind of like the, not the Lacerator, but the Arbalest Dreadnought in Deep Rock Galactic. Oh my god, the frame right here. 555! PSO shotgun. Yeah, the spread gun. Bring back the spread needle in its greatness. Yeah, I don't think that the other thing is working here at all. Okay, it definitely is, but not by much. Look at all the humanity down there. So if you want to farm for humanity, those are your boys. Boyses. I can't remember. Is this it right here? Yes! I think this is it. Oh, get owned. We have the anti-humanity technology. Wait, is this a shortcut? Oh my god, this thing is fast. Where are we? Royal Wood. Okay. Oh, right. Is that loot? Oh, right, that's how we get to, the Dargan. Hold on, I want to take this because I want to remember where we are. Why are you here? Okay. It took so long, my wife left me. Reminds you hard about a dude that made a maze on Warframe and published it to sort of a competition. Community manager's dying of laughter hit so hard. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's me, that's me. I need to add you on Discord too, Paul. So the other bonfire was that way, right? I think that the best bonfire for Manus is probably still the one at the start of this area, I guess. Dying Manus is gonna suck because it's gonna really require playing Warframe. Subarashi. I don't know. Subarashi. I might try it again someday. I'm still kind of like really hooked on Vermintide, despite the game making me say enough words to fill a swear jar in like moments. Because of some of like the shit that happens in it. Bye. But I'm definitely not opposed to trying new things. Follow the shinies. Where did the cat go, though? I thought that the whole thing that the cat was... Alright, Minecraft it is. Minecraft it is. Another game I've never played before. That's just so crazy too. Like, as popular as it is, I've just never tried it. So I didn't understand very well what you said. Oh, I was saying I'll try Warframe someday again. Aha! Ow. These guys hurt you with contact damage. So you have to be really careful. Oh god. Ooh, double humanity, I think, right? From the big ones? Twin? Yes! Look who it is! That's what happens to Sif after Artorias got corrupted, right? Also, Cleansing Great Shield, which I believe raises your resistances by like a metric butt ton. When you block with it? I don't think we have the stats for it. Yeah, we don't have 31 strength, so we can't even wield it. But it has decent resistance all the way across. It has really high stability. And I recall this being like it's either this shield or another shield that can fully block the toxin darts of the guys in Blighttown. But yeah, by doing that, we're now allowed to use Sif in the fight against against Manus. But you have to really DPS him down if you even want Sif to have a chance of surviving that fight. Because Sif dies really fast. But it is cool, right? Now, the only things that really bother or scare me here are going to be the sorcerers. Sorceresses? Sorceries? The mages. Yeah! Yeah! Really? You're a humanity, Harry Potter. Whatever. Sorcerer, there we go. We're making up words, and I like it. I know there's a spot you can see Manus chilling at. You can actually shoot him to death before the boss arena, but the angle is pretty hard to do, and you gotta like have a build for it, I guess. Otherwise, you probably not be able to carry enough arrows to kill him. Ouch. Black flame, nice. I don't remember if that's like a humanity scaling pyromancy, but I remember it's like physical fire. Also, is there nothing else down here? I don't remember this area very well. Most of the time, doing the Manus fight was just like a run the entire, like, rush to him and beat him type of deal. Oh, hi! You okay there? Yeah, I don't really want to fight all of those dudes, but like, what if there's a shortcut, right? Or is this where we came from? I think this is where we came from. Yeah. So now we know. When we're running through this area, when we come down, we could probably fall right here, honestly, and run past those dudes, slide down. Because it's, like I said, it's a painful walk back to Manus. He's pretty far into this cave. Look at all them! Oh my god. Oh no, are we gonna slip? Oh boy. We're not slipping. But we should be. Lip biting action. You can always like equip humanity too. There's his gate. If you look like right here, you can see him, right? Yeah, he's just staring at you down below the boss room. And you can apparently kill him, but I remember, like, I couldn't hurt him. Oh, shit. Gimme. There's no way we're gonna, like, need a 16 assist against him, I hope. We'll most likely die before that happens. Alrighty. Stop doing that! Somebody get this thing a manicure, am I right? So I remember for him, you don't often want to punish his attacks because of his aggressiveness. You want to punish the super slam or like the hyper attack slam. Are his eyes actually like really tiny? That too. That attack has multiple swings, possibly. God, he has so much health! That's the combo. He's gonna slam. There. Now you go in. Shit. This is the one you run into, right? No. Apparently not. Let's top off. One, two, three? Yes, left, left, back, back, right. Do an attack, please. Ah! Fine, I'll heal. No! Whatever. We should be safe back here. Yep, easily. We go way too far back for that one. Oh, didn't jump far enough away for that. Okay. One, two, three, four. Okay. One, two, three. Okay. Oh my god. One, two, three. Okay. Oh shit. This should be far enough, right? Yeah, oh yeah, way more than we need. You did it! Cool. Oh, we forgot to summon Sif. Okay, man, thanks, man. I still remember how to fight these guys! Waifu ASMR. Were we supposed to kill her? I don't remember. Manus? More like Womanus? Well, she's dead, so hopefully we're supposed to do that. She was suffering. Oop. Oh wait, you could summon her again, right? Now I'm suffering. Alright, let's pop our souls, because I'm pretty sure we can level again. That's enough right there, right? Yeah. 1431 health. Look at that health bar. Man, this didn't hit as hard as I thought, but then again, we are using like 200 armor worth of stuff, so I guess we take, what, 25% less damage, give or take? On at least. Because I think he's all physical, because this game doesn't have a dark element. Straight up. Well, that went much better than I thought. I am burping. I actually have no recollection of how to even get the fight with, not Seath, Jesus. Calamite. It's in the tower. Calamite has to get shot. I don't know. I know Gal has to shoot him. Goff? I can't believe we just like knocked out Manus and Artorias both in a single try. No, Elizabeth! Was that because I killed that lady? Was that Elizabeth? Did I do that? I think I did that. Oh, here I go killing again. Got my killing license and everything. So now we need to find the tower for the Calamite fight. There was a guy on the subreddit that was doing a once per day Calamite kill. Oh, kill them all? I will probably kill all the NPCs at the end of this playthrough. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Look, bro. Ah! That's a cliff. He raked me. Maybe not every NPC, but... Four-pronged plow. Wow, how fat am I? Oh, never mind, not that fat. Does anybody remember where the tower was? Oh, shoot. I do not want to fight that guy. Hey there, guys. Johnny Dark Soul here. I'm gonna fight this dude with a hammer the size of my body. We're gonna try to go where we haven't been. That's easy, right? I feel like I could make that jump. Ow. But, I don't know. Also, like, having poise is insane. He's not in that tower, is he? The Artorias tower? Oh, you have a running attack too. Sweet. Maybe it's up there. Oh god. I apparently don't remember everything. Of course I don't. Nice. Oh, there was loot there too. Past the kitty cats, I think. The old meow meows. Wait, there's kitty cats in this DLC? I do not remember. Meow meows! Oopsies. Good old silent killer. Gravity. Am I confusing with the other four? I think so. Oh shit. What if I go to the township backwards? Maybe. Calamete's gonna be like no muscle memory. Let me tell you. Is he in this area? Is he in this tower? Battle of Stoicism is available only online. That's PvP, right? Yeah. Deathmatch Legends. Oh yeah. Oh, it actually does work. I wonder if this guy's cheating. I'm back. I was skipping on no horny police evil. What? Look, she was bonked. I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
She was bonked for being horny. Hi.
You, is that not the soul of the man who fell on this spot?
Oh my gosh, she's got blonde hair and an eyeball in the back
Dear
red.
friend, I wish to pay proper respect with that soul. Would you be willing to part with it?
Hell no!
Yes, of course. I must not Artorias.
Can't you do a quest for the silver and gold tracers?
What is it? Have you?
No!
Then you have no business with me.
Don't kill her too? What happens if I do? You know, those things are big dumb. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to kill this lady. She looks like hella evil. So question, does anybody know? If I give her Artorias' soul, do I get it back? By killing her. If she doesn't give it back to me.
What is it? Something else? Have you changed your
The lady
mind?
said you're a butt. I'm just fighting words.
Then you have no business with me.
Those cheeks do clap, though.
You human.
Ah!
Always taking what you please. Then I shall do the same.
Oh my god, she's a healthy boy. Girl. A healthy creature. Oh! Get parried. Wow!
Humans, my dear.
Give me your stuff. This is a mugging. Hey, we got the dark silver tracer and the gold tracer. And the Lord's set. We've just been fooled. She said no such thing. No! Just kidding. I'm over it. Shit, I dropped my controller. Oh my god, it went so far. I really, really like this setup though. Of like this like little catcher on it. You can't really see it at all. I guess you can see it from the front. But like it holds the plug-in and it does not get messed up. Chris, you made me murder in cold blood over somebody calling me a butt. Can we steal her look now? Alright, so silver, boulder, silver, gold. How heavy is her stuff? Very. Not at all. Wow. Oh my god, it has the... That's a mask. That was not her face. Look how pointy my head is now. We have less poise, though. You humans. Oh yeah. Look at the critical on the Dark Silver Tracer. 160. Also, I forgot, and I'm an idiot. Does critical is critical only for counter hits? Or is critical just for parry, like backstab and parry and riposts? I don't remember. Sadly. Also, I think this weapon has the ability to hit behind lowers blade Karen. Karen, yeah, that was Karen, that's right. And then Gold Tracer, which has bleed. It only has EA. But much higher base stats. Herder, look, I'm Karen, look at me, I like the step forward on that. Friendship ended with Sauron, I am now waifu. Okay, that looks cool as hell. That's really neat. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, is that the stab that the girls in Frozen Ilium Alois do in Dark Souls 2? The retainers? Oh, you can't two-hand the second weapon, can you? That is super cool looking. You can't parry with it. Isn't this moveset from the knives guy? I don't know. Maybe. The painted ones? Oh, yeah, little... The painted guardians, I think so. I'm starting to think that might have not been a lady after all. It's Karen. Look at the Silver Tracer spines. I wonder what you would use to upgrade these. So this gets ES with 160 critical. This gets EA with 100. So the Dark Silver Tracer is more of a... Ah! So yeah, this is a dagger, and this is a curved sword. So you get bleed, but no extra critical. Or you get less damage, no bleed, much higher scaling, and a crap ton of I bet this thing does so much damage. Maybe we'll try this against Gwen and see what it takes. I'm guessing it takes some Titanite shards. Where were we? What were we doing? Oh, right. We were looking to find out how to get this to Calamithius. We're looking for a tower. But not in a field of roses. Wait, is he right up there? No, right? Because this goes down, right? Oh, this goes up. Wait, no, this is the other area. I don't want to Google it. What? That loot's lights just turned off. Is that loot back there too? That enemy out there is doing something. But yeah, I think you're supposed to do a quest with her. And then she fights you anyways. Nice. What? Stop it! Oh god. Oh god! I kinda wanna go kill Gwen. I just got snipped on. Stop snipping me! I'm not a tree! You'd think that the tower would go off and it would be really obvious. And it probably is, which is probably why I'm missing it. They're running with scissors. Yeah, these guys are very, like, not good. Ah! Wow. Stand up so I can sit you back down. Today we got good. Yeah, I don't know where I have and haven't been with this place, honestly. I didn't mean to do it! Oh my freak god. Oh. God damn, those guys hurt. Had he bled me, I might have just died. Snippety stab, yeah. I'm gonna give him the clamps. I'm gonna look it up in a second. They just wanted to give me a free haircut to match the waifu look. This armor does have hair. You're not wrong. Look how pretty I am. My gosh. It's either this or the dress, am I right? I thought Goth was up in Artorias' tower, though. That's... What? No, it couldn't be, right? It's just the PvP area. We forgot to check the other side because we saw Karen. Is this might be it? Is this could be the spot that is the thing that has the guy that does the thing? It is! I think. We needed the crest key from that jumping secret that we got with the mimic that held the crest key. Giant time.
Have we?
Yes.
Thou must be the one who freed Artorias. That old friend he was. Thanks to thee, he left this world with honor intact.
Okay.
Here I am. Retired.
Taters. One big ass potato.
I'm afraid.
These aren't the very good mass or things?
If thou seeketh to explore this domain, be wary.
Of the black dragon.
I fear thee no match.
Hello. Thank you. Oh god, he sells these? Nice.
Farewell.
Let's get rid of our souls.
Be thy luck.
So, how do we get him to shoot him again?
Well.
I really don't remember.
Be thy luck.
Maybe we have to reload?
Well. I suspect but the dark of the abyss, which swallowed poor Artorias. threatens to devour our entire land of Olympic.
Yeah.
Once. Farewell. Be gone. Very good. Very good.
Don't remember how to do this. Ah. Let's go sit at the bonfire and look it up real quick. Can we just like fall down? No, we can't. Why do I keep respawning here? God damn it. I need to sit down at a bonfire, so I stopped doing that. Oh, man. Alright, well, if you're gonna look it up, first off, I appreciate it. Second off, I'm gonna go to Undead Parish. I want to see what it takes to upgrade the Gold and Silver Tracer. Silver Tracer sounds fun to use against Gwyn. Because we want to kill Gwyn with just parries. It's just tradition. And plus he's like hyper aggressive. Reinforce. Dark Silver takes Twinkles. Okay. Wait. What is Gold? Also Twinkles.
I'll be seeing you.
Okay. First off, let's make this +6. I figure we use it enough, why not? You'll need to see Calmy fly near the top of the waterfall before the arena. Before we go, I'll put shoot down. After you find Hawkeye Goblin in his room, you can do. Oh, so we have to find him a second time. Jesus Christ, I don't remember anything. Oh my god, that got expensive quickly.
Get yourself killed. Night.
So we need to go find him by the waterfall. Oh, we have plenty of twinkles. Okay. I appreciate it, Paul. Thank you. I'm plussing these up for funsies. What does a Silver Tracer end up with? At +5. Not very much damage, but enough. It'll put us at 253 instead of 420. But like I said, I'm gonna guess that this probably does way more damage when you like parry enemies. Because we're gonna use this in the Hornet Ring against Gwyn, most likely. And we'll just switch out our gear. We'll wear the dress. We'll style all up on him. It's gonna take a few tries, most likely. Okay. And the Golden Tracer, yeah, gets way more damage. Look at that. It's already at 299 at +2. But we ran out of twinkles, I think. No, we ran out of, Nice. Okay, I thought we didn't have enough twinkles, but we do. Alright, 3 more twinkles and we can +5 that. Don't ask me why I did that. I don't know. But it's almost as strong as the Uchikatana. And also gets bleed. So it's kinda cool. Yeah, that's really neat. And it's flashy as hell. If we magically +5 it, maybe we can try it out. Alright, so we have to go back to the waterfall. I have no idea where that is. Save. I hear a waterfall. Or maybe I just hear water running. I see white flowers in the ground. I'm thinking of carrot seeds from Valheim. Now, is waterfall in this half of the area, or is it the post? Or like the second half? Because like that's it. I'd say that the forest is like 2 halves, right? It's the first one, and it's the one right before Artorias. Is that an item down there, by the way? Wow, yeah, that's by the bridge. Okay, that's not that far away. Sorry, we're wasting a lot of... Not wasting, but we're spending a lot of time looking for calamite. Because I don't know my way around this DLC very well. So that's the bridge. The waterfall. That's the waterfall, right? Oh god. Is that the waterfall? I didn't know if that would actually work. Ow. There's nothing over here, right? Other than just pain and suffering. Yeah, this is dead end. That's right. And running water. Bro! Bro! No! Oh, we're so dead. Ah! Run! Run! Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering. And suffering leads to, like, really weird screaming sounds. I want to voice act for, like, a really awkward NPC in an indie game. I don't know where this waterfall is. Other than, like, that last one, which didn't seem to be the right one. God, it's been so long. Might that be some fat loot? Ooh, the dogs are howling. Man, my dogs are barking. And knocking stuff around. I might have to look up a YouTube video on it. Which would really suck. Man, they are outside just having a fit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just really bad. Suffering leads the power to destroy younglings. Hey, they had it coming to them. Damn younglings and their youngness. Alright, let's walk down this thing. Ah! We just about killed ourselves. We're gonna get to a safe spot and I'm gonna look up how to get to Calamete's second sighting. Okay. Alt-tab. That should probably freeze the music for you, sorry, or the sound effects. Calamite second sighting. I can't remember where it is. I just like realized that he was a legendary youngling slayer lightsaber all along. He was using. He'd probably get rid of himself. Opposite of the Colosseum where Nitrotaurus is fought beyond some abyss attack dogs lies a ladder running parallel to a waterfall. Opposite the Colosseum where he has fought. Mouse cursor, please. Boop. Opposite on which side? I mean, I guess can't be on this side, right? Because that just leads us to the township. Or did it mean like opposite, like across the path that way? Yeah, I think it literally did mean that other waterfall. Also, you tried to kill me.
Oh, you have 5.
Oh, I'm the sick one?
I'll be seeing you. If what now? You think this is all my fault?
Oh god.
How very
This guy sucks.
very petty indeed. You win. Please. Oh, please.
Chester. Thank you, Chester. Capiora man. Dead. He had it coming. So I think it really is down this canyon on the far end by the waterfall, I guess. It's also foggy. But how do I get there? Kind of like I'm itching to go fight Gwyn, but I know if I do, that's the end of this run, so... I'm not crazy, right? There was no way to go up or down right here? No. That's death water. Damn it, tree! Oh, he coming. So, like, is it on this side or the other? Or maybe it's through there. Maybe this part is the part that has, like, a next area. No, this is just where we were, right? Yeah. I just walked over that cliff up there and came around. Yeah, I don't know. I'm obviously too dumb to find this area. There's enemies standing up here, but I don't think you can get up here. I think it's just for them to be... Guardian leggings! Nice, we almost got the full set. Is Guardian the set that people said is optional to, like, Stone set, I wonder? So if we look left right here, we can see a waterfall. The waterfall. And that's the area for him. With wherever the drop down is, I think. Maybe it's further down. Oh, it's so hard to remember. So that means the waterfall's that way. And it was past the abyss area, right? So I feel like we have to jump this gap. We don't have to, but we could. But we need to take like a hard left. But those guys are gonna bother us. And that's a dead end. Past the abyss enemies. Across the arena. We might be opening up YouTube in a sec. But again, we might just be thinking of the wrong thing. I don't know. No, that's the only waterfall. Across from the arena. So that's the arena, that's the gorge. The George. Is Calamite corrupted, by the way? It sure looks like it. That's back to the other end. There's just nothing here. The Gorge Weasley. The Gorge Weasley. I am Gorge Weasley. I need my twin brothers. Ah! Jesus Christ, that scared me. I thought I was gonna slip off the edge. Like straight PTSD. What's this? Oh, just literally the path backwards. Yeah, I don't... I'm gonna look it up real quick. PTSD edition. Sucks. I wish I could find this. Oh my god, the white dragon is done. YouTube's. Mute the tab. Calamite locations. Am I gonna run through all the Dark Souls? Nah. I am kind of tempted to do 3. I have a long, long checklist of 3. Oh, you do have to fall down. Okay. It is literally that spot we skipped. God, I'm such a dummy. Ah! Ah! Oh my god. Game, chill. My cords are tangled. I was not ready for that. Since when did the enemies have air support? You have to type an extra credit paper. You got through one paragraph last and you mentally boomed. You felt like SpongeBob and like, what did you learn in school to say? The best thing for that, take some time off, but not too much time off. It's easy to like take time off and then like neglect it for an entire day, as I've done before. It's like literally right here. Jesus. Dodge! I didn't mean to roll there, but I did anyways. And then we have to remember how to actually get to Calamine after this, don't we? Because I don't remember that either, of course. Oh, that is right here, never mind. Rawr! I think it's that ladder, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Another clip for the list. Thank you. You'll wait until super late at night to do school so your brain works better for some reason. I feel that. Whoopsies. Now, Goff should shoot the dragon, which will let us fight him, and then we go to Gwen. Damn, this is going to be a long one today. I thought I was going to only stream for a little bit. Not really, but I was just like, man, we got things to do. But we're procrastinating now. Alrighty, all the way up. I don't... Boss fight? Yeah, we're gonna fight Calamite soon. A lot of people's favorite boss in this game. What is it, like Calamite or like Artorias, or like the two favorites probably?
Tomorrow, Black Dragon.
Yes!
Yeah, he's called.
Yes!
Yeah, and
What do you think the draw is on this guy's bow? Like 7,000 pounds or something? So he's blind. The darkness feeds my intellect. You're low-key vampire, don't tell your mom. Sorry, late, Nick, too late. She knows everything. Calamite looks really heavy. Wham! Like a pigeon with a blow dart.
yes, that.
Did you just call Calamite a bat? Oh yeah, we died up here. Dang, you told your mom not to hook up with me. I'm bad news. Shaking my head. Well, somebody's got to look after you, Nick. It'd be one of those situations where, like, your dad is also your best friend. Okay, that's kind of weird. My dad kind of went through that phase with us. Like, he was terrible to us, like, until we grew up, and then he, like, wanted to be our best friend. Like, I just need a parental figure. Thank you. Alright. Time to meet the bat. That's fair. Is this the fastest way to Calamite? Not that way, apparently. Alright, we're going in as Karen, Lord's Blade. Shields ain't gonna do jack against Calamite. Do we have to run past the dogs every time? I cannot remember if this is the fastest way to Calamite. Gotta find the Calamita. This is where we meet bats. Oh, this must be the right way, yeah. Goddamn dogs. This feels like not the right way, though. Sorry, dogs. They're not gonna, like, break through, are they? Okay. Like those damn clams. I don't know how the show works pretty well. That's probably true, too, yeah. Oh, there's a drop-off right there. Whoops. Dogs! Oh, yeah, I could probably tell them purple! 3 more weeks to do a stream. Do we have a game both of us play? Because that'd be really cool. Let's stay on the ladder right here. I'm gonna use the restroom before we fight. Let's hope to God he doesn't just show up on us. Be right back. Look, I'm still alive. Did you just really redeem push-ups on me? Do them while I'm peeing. But then I have to do the push-ups in the shower. God, how could you? Remind me to move the camera. I saw that. She was about to come lay something on me. She had boxes in her hands. Push-ups. Oh my god. I hate how well that works. Combining those words. Yeah, good luck caffeine with us. Ooh. But was that the fastest way to Calamite? Oh, I was like, where is he? Ah! No! Oh shit. What? I rolled! Oh god. Oh god, we're dead! No, we're not dead. Oh, the stepping stomps. Ow. Oh god. Oh, the tail whip! I'm learning all of his moves right now. Oh shit. Oh, he's fast. The tail whip. We're just learning. Oh, I rolled too slowly. How does that still hit, though? Nice. He's a Beyblade! Oh, no wonder. Oh, makes sense. See, look at that! We roll and get hit by it! Wait, is that... That's not the frame rate, right? We shouldn't be alive. We're not going to be for much longer, though. Oh, boy. What? Oh, the range is huge! No! Ow. I'm telling you, that it sucks. We're getting hit while being moved by him. I don't know if it's DS fix, but it definitely feels like his attacks have a longer, like, hitbox than your iframes. Let's find out what DS fix off next time. Let's see if we can roll that attack. We might be able to, we might not. It's a long run back. We almost had him, though. We just, you know, spent most of the fight healing because we rolled through an attack and the game was just like, you're here, now you're over here. And you're getting hit by, like, the lingering hitbox of his tail. I don't recall watching lots of fights of this guy either, so I don't really even have, like, a mental, like, storage bank of Calamite. But we don't take too much damage from his attacks, really. Like, it's not that bad. Oh, ow. I just need to figure out, like, what can I risk and what do I just need to, like, run away from, you know? Because we can bait out his breaths all day. Well, no, we can't. We can try to bait his breaths now. It definitely seems like rolling through his attacks, despite what you're being what you're supposed to do, not really working that well. Where's that piece of loot? There it is. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna try crappy frame rate mode. Nice. This visually hurts me. Electron point. We could see my oversized wing lizard. Calamite is a mean lizard machine. I don't actually know how to dodge a lot of these attacks either. It worked! Can't punish that one. Nope. That one can. What? Oh, didn't dodge it. Oh, I didn't think I could dodge it that time. Oh my god, the range. Heal, heal, heal! Run. Oh, that's the forward charge. Heal. Oh my god. What is up with those boxes? What? Yikes. We don't want to be that far away. Roll back twice, okay. Got it. I didn't get a chance to roll! Oh shit. Ow. Oh, learning disguise attacks is hard! That is bullshit. We're dead. I'm gonna go back to 60. I'm doing it wrong. I must be master. Hoochaholic. Dragon Slayer quest. This is a black dragon. Alvar's a queen. I need to get used to, like, you can't roll through the attacks for this guy because they're longer than the iframes. That's hard. I don't... okay. We're gonna try playing this guy like I don't like doing, which is what I call turn-based. Where we just literally wait for the only attacks that we know are safe and go for it. It's boring, but effective. And that means kind of staying far away from him a lot. And running up to him to hit him once or twice, and then repeat and recycle. Which would be a lot more reliable, I think. Ah! No, jump! Let's see here. Because, yeah, that damn, like, head swipe. That keeps getting... it just pulls me out of my iframe. We can dodge it pretty well, though. But we need to dodge it backwards, and we need to dodge twice. Because the head... The head attack definitely hits... He likes to use twice if you're within range. Boink. Oh, that's a lizard? Right. Ooh. Alright, attempt number 3. Bro. Oh yeah, it was Lin Talon Bear. We want him to do that, but better. Better positioning. I don't like where I'm standing. Damn it, I want you to do that twice. Nope! We're getting hit. Forgot that does that when he does that back attack. Heal. Okay. Let's top off, because we have a lot of heals. Okay, that backflip, gotta run to the right of. Go. Stab. Back up. Back up. Back up. Ah. No, I missed! Damn. I probably shouldn't even risk that one, honestly. Oh my god. No, we're not risking that one. Too risky. Risky. Risky, risky. What are you doing, Helmy? Oh my god. No! Do the head slam. Bro. Heal. Shouldn't have risked that. Okay, we're good. What? The box of hitting! Oh god. Calamite. Top off. I need him to do that breath. Yikes. Much. Yes! Turn-based threats for the win! Alright, anyways. Nice. Being dragged across the room by his... Is that a lizard? By his damn head attack is so frustrating. Oh, that's a dead lizard. The head is impossible. Wait, no head. Drag a breath on his back. Sorry, I'm catching up on all of that. That wasn't even turn-based stress, I was just fighting him normally. I don't know. I call it turn-based because, like, I like to be hyper-aggressive. And, like, just roll, like, naturally roll through the attacks a lot. Like a Capra, right? Like, Capra Demon could swing at you, and you could just roll, hit him, and then the minute he swings, you just roll again. But, like, I don't know. I find it cheesy to, like, just wait. But I think that is kind of like more of a Dark Souls thing, where like you punish the attacks, right? This isn't really like a abuse every opportunity you get type of thing, because not all attacks are opportunities. What does the ring do? I don't know. You're probably right, Chris. I'm just being like hard on myself. Calamity Ring makes it so you take double damage. It's crazy. Alright. Time for the finale. We're gonna beat Gwen in a dress. Perfection. And we're gonna pop all our souls because we're done. Basically, I'm the sack man. Doo-doo-doo. Why did I sing that? I think we did pretty good on that third fight, though, right? Like, we waited. I used some attacks as like our go-to openings. We learned from our mistakes, which is extremely important, especially when you're a complete idiot like myself. Bye, Manus, all. Where is my chainsaw? Oh my god. That is the most brutal thing ever, by the way. Like, when you die to the chainsaw guys in Resident Evil 4. That's horrifying. Like, you never want to see the character that is the avatar of yourself. I mean, I guess Leon looks like Leon. But, you know, the character is you. And watching their head get cut off is just... ugh. I hate it. To me, that's the most uncomfortable death Leon can have. Wait. Is 4 Leon, or is it Chris? Wait, no, 4 is Chris. I'm an idiot. But you get my point. It is Leon? Oh, it's Leon and Amelia Kennedy, right? Man, I have it backward. I'm an even bigger idiot. Chris is 5, right? Chris and Shiva? Oh my god, we're so close to leveling again. Was that really everything? Let me see. We're gonna kill a couple enemies just to top off. Might as well go in fresh, right? We need 43k. This might take a moment. Just attack! That is either enough or 1 away. Excuse me. We're 31 souls short. My salty ass journey is almost over. So we got 27 HP per level still. We're gonna keep the shield on for the parrying. Okay, you still have to go to Firelink, right. Now correct me if I'm wrong. Leon, help! Oh my god, you're right. Wrong! You're reminding me of the penguin guy from that show. Oh my god, for a second there I forgot whether that worked or not. I was like, oh shit! Snake. Sleepy snake, too. Snakes are cool. The show. Yeah, I forgot the name of the show. Soul Eater, there we go. They had a guy that just constantly called somebody dumbass, basically. Bear. You want to block him out with the totes again?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
We have to keep blocking Bear into the hallway, from the hallway to the front of the house because he keeps standing on the couch and barking. Ah! Look at all this salt. I really hope there's a sanctuary somewhere around here. Yeah, just think, if you want to, like, cosplay as a Black Knight, and, like, you name your character Black Knight, you don't actually get the Black Knight armor set until this area of the game. What a stupid thing to do, right?
Yeah.
Like, who would do such a thing? Surely not I. I'm gonna die here, I just know it. Oh, look, the Black Knight armor set! Ring around the rosy. Did Soler committed Despacito? He is still chilling back at the place, probably corrupted now. I left him to think about his actions. I actually forgot to kill the NPCs. Shit. This guy could jump at you. Let's see if he does it. Nope. Ah! But I jumped. Ow. Ah! We need to heal. Well, we don't have time. Alright, here we go. No, I failed! Let's top off. No, he's not gonna let me. Oh god. He's so fast! I forgot about this. Stop it! 926, that's not bad. The Julian is now 1.2x. Is it just going up because of popularity? Oh, I can't block the two hands, can you? Don't grab me. Slap! I'm failing so badly. No! You can pair all but the grab? I think so, actually. Let's listen to that soundtrack for a second. There's a rock you can stick him behind. He's still chasing the sun. This is actually a pretty mean boss. Ow. This isn't the rock you can hide him. You can trick him behind. I know that. Oh, that hit me like multiple times. Oh. I have not deserved this. Oh god. I don't care if we throw against him. I mean, it's obviously not bad. Alright, let's finish this off, I guess. Don't you dare! Oh god. Do the jump attack, actually. I'll bait it. No! He did the jump attack! I wasn't ready, though. Do it again. I'm not good at the jump attack. At all, as you can tell. Yeah, and the kick, yeah. Here it goes. It's like finishing a good book to kill Gwyn. Beaten by a dude in a dress with a sack. So now we have two options, I think, right? We can leave the kiln and end the era of fire. Or we can sit, or we can light the bonfire and rekindle the flame, right? Let's leave. I think that's how it works. Or is it only the second one? You lost your PP privileges. I've always done the bonfire one. I've never done this one. Wait, or is this the same ending?
My lord, bless thy safe return.
Oh, I guess it is the same ending.
Let Kar and
No.
craft serve your highness.
I don't know.
We are here to serve your highness.
Man, he's like, yeah, this is the other ending. This armor set.
Let true dark be cast upon the world.
Yeah, this is the darkness ending. You don't remember seeing this ending? Yeah, this is if you leave his room. I hate that this game instantly ends the game on New Game Plus. But the rest of the Dark Souls don't do that, so. Thanks a lot, Miyazaki, for all the stress. He's grooming himself. Dog cam. Hi, bear. You hear that? You see his little ears poke up. Do you hear the squirrel? Do you hear the kitty cat? You hear the bird? Bear, do you want? Bear, do you want? Oh, Ellie's all excited. Bear, what's the sound? Do you hear that? Let these credits play out. We did it, and we only achieved medium to high levels of salt. Oh, that reminds me, Lobos is doing the no-hit league right now. Well, thank you. Yeah, Lobos Jr., I think, is hosting a no-hit Dark Souls 1 league. Reminds me, Paul, there's a streamer I watch sometimes that has, like, a point goal for him to dab. No matter what he's doing. When he plays Neo 2. He'll be like fighting a super hard boss and he'll dab while doing the combo. I think we did a pretty good job for the most part though, but we'll talk more when the credits are over. Ellie, you're on camera. Bye, Ellie. If you ever say bye to her, she like gets all like hyped up and comes back to you. I think the price of jewels gone faster and you can earn chaos. Dude, that's crazy. See, that's the other bad part. Like when you choose a really good build for the league, you have to think like how many other people are doing it and like raising the price of the item. Is that jewel 100% random in terms of like how to earn one? Just find a mirror, by the way, and your problems are solved. I guess early league mirrors aren't worth as much as late game ones. That's why I always just did the box standard like DE build, because I was dumb and lazy. That or totems. Nobody loves totems anymore. Just didn't think it'd be this expensive. Yeah, that sucks. Are you able to function relatively well without the mage? Look, so the mages are being the core part of your build. It definitely does not feel fun to like not have them. So Dark Souls 1 came out in 2012, right? Yeah. Damn. It's pretty limiting right now, kind of hitting a wall. Uh-oh. What's going to be next, by the way? Transaruby. Because it has a fantastic looking soundtrack, artwork, and the game looks fun and short.
Yes, indeed.
And it's new.
The dark side
So I'm blind to it.
the undead.
I honestly prefer playing games blind now.
And in this land,
Like, I have 200 hours in Dark Souls over like the last 10 years, so...
the undead are corralled and led to the north.
Am I cute? I love like the thin lace pattern over my arms. Sometimes I forget we're in 2022, not 2010. I'm at the point where like I have to like think about things in my life that I was in to remember that year. So a great example to remember like 2000, like the early 2000s. I have to remember high school and then think back to like, okay, put the memories together around high school and start to piece them back into like how my high school life was, if that makes sense. What teacher did I have freshman year? What were my parents? What was happening with my family and my parents, my brother, whatever, that year. And then it all starts coming out of the mental file cabinet. The man under the mask, by the way. So, I think that went pretty well for a playthrough for the most part. I definitely could have had more patience, that's for sure. That's like every game I play, unfortunately. I've just never been good about it. Wait, why am I putting that on? I think for the most part, though, it went well. We had some very good boss fights. Dragon's Dogma next. I would love to play through Dark Arisen again, but I play that game like a coward, and you would probably not enjoy it. Hey, look at me! The set looks kind of dumb. If I played Dark Arisen again, it would probably be like a 150-hour playthrough, because I like Magic Archer a lot, but I also really like Assassin, and they're kind of opposites. One's magic and range, one's physical and short range for the most part. It just sucks that Dagger and Sword are two different things that do like different things really well, but you don't want both of them on at the same time with an Assassin. Someday maybe like a Bitter Black Isle challenge, but that's a grind. That's a hell of a grind to do a Bitter Black Isle challenge, because you have no easy way to get LP. And if you don't have a way to get LP easily, you don't have a way to get your skills easily, and you don't have a way to progress easily. And you have to save scum stuff a lot to strike the 1-star your gear and stuff like that, or 4-star, whatever it is. Dragon Forge it. But I would love to do a melee only, like counter heavy playthrough of it, because the counters, Dragon's Dogma has some of the noob friendliest countering of any game ever. Like you get like an entire second of a window for parry and countering enemies in that game. It's ridiculous. But there's a lot of RNG to make some of your skills really good. Also, doesn't this dagger look so pretty? Yeah, we're not going to open this door, but yeah, that is a new game. So we finished level 86. We had 37 vitality, 33 endurance, 14 strength, and 40 dex. That was what we built. And, I don't know how long that took this character. Let's see. It was 14 and a half hours. Funny because, like, yeah, the Black Knight character is sitting in front of Gwen's door at 9.5. But he was using a Black Knight weapon, so that was a very easy playthrough, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and I ran right for it. So, but yeah, it seems like he finished this game in the mid-80s. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I definitely like coming back to Dark Souls. I definitely feel like this game is rougher around the edges than I remember. Just in terms of, like, the rolling directions, sliding off of stuff. Weird hitboxes on some things, like getting caught by the tail of one of those Titanite demons when they swing at you with their staff when you're behind them. Stuff like that. The weirdness with what's his face? Ceaseless, not jumping. Then again, like I just don't understand all his mechanics, so there's obviously something I'm doing wrong. But, yeah, I'm a little harsh to this game. I think it deserves a bit of criticism. It's a good game, but you know, it's a game. They could have been better. They weren't too bad. And what do you call it? Attitude-wise. And some of the bosses were pretty solid fights, I think. I'm happy. Definitely coming up on Elden Ring soon, so this is a good de-rust. If we do play another Dark Souls before the 24th, it'll be 3, and it'll be with the checklist that I have. I can't remember the name of the site, but if you Google, like, Dark Souls 3 checklist, somebody put together, like, a 700-item-long checklist of how to, like, clear and, like, comb through Dark Souls 3. Not everything can be done in one playthrough in that game, of course. Annoyingly. But, enough of it. It's kind of crazy, too, like, the New Game Plus systems on games are such a risky thing to do because, like, 90%, I don't know what percent, but I'd say most people don't do a New Game Plus cycle on games. I don't know anybody who does. Well, I do, but most of my friends don't. It's kind of a skewed thing, right? Because like most of my friends like the same games as me, which is, you know, Souls-likes. By the way, I think Disgaea 6 launched last year. Ooh. Well, I still have another turn-based game still to do. I have to do Omori. Not have to, I want to do Omori. It looks like Depression Simulator from like the comments on the Steam page for it. And a friend of mine was nice enough to purchase it for me as a gift for Christmas. So I do want to do that. Like I said, we got about 12 games on the menu right now. Some of them I've never played before, some of them I have, and I'm definitely prioritizing blind games first. Never mind, no available at PC. But can it be emulated? Yeah, I think, who did we not kill in that playthrough? We didn't kill We didn't go to the Painted World Ariamis. Wait, just the Painted World. I don't know if it's what it's actually called. I think it's mixed words together. We didn't go to the Painted World because I don't care about the Painted World. And we didn't kill Guinevere. Whatever the Dark Moon version is called. And we skipped a couple Titanite demons that were kicking our ass repeatedly. But yeah, that's another character done. I think we're going to call it here. Hope you guys got to enjoy seeing that again, seeing if you haven't played Dark Souls in a while. Getting to see my dumb play style and methods and personality. Paul, thanks again for some of the advice on some of that. Chris, hope you got to enjoy as well. Hope you find your gem. Or, you know, hope you find the cows for it, if not just the gem outright. Or if you have to make a new character, it's just cheaper. Hope that goes smoothly. And if you're down for any co-op this weekend, besides PoE, let me know. I'll be around. And Black, I'm sure we'll be talking again. I mean, have a good one. Please don't kill any more waifus. Yeah, we stabbed a lot of people in the Dark Souls playthrough. Damn. We could have stabbed more, though. We'll raise our stabbing by a good percentage next time. But yeah, Nick and Black also take care as well. For now, take care. We'll see you on the next game tomorrow. Bye.